It is hard not to be so cynical. It is. I'm with Maureen on this. Everything they do seems so manipulative, calculated, PR motivated, money motivated, and the antithesis of what it means to actually be a dutiful working wife.
I have a letter from your husband and your kids. No one's ever seen this before.
This is so bad.
What is she
We're
doing?
both really emotional. I have full body chills right now.
For them to be able to look
Telling
up and
her how
go,
great she is.
oh my
That's
God,
their whole
she has
existence.
loved us so much.
It's a very selfish view. By the way.
It's hard to shake the feeling that everything Meghan Markle does is calculated. From the moment she stepped onto Jamie Kern Lima's podcast, there was a sense of it. What was supposed to be a raw, vulnerable conversation turned into one of the most awkward media moments of Meghan's career. You might think it's just another podcast appearance, but this one had everyone talking. Meghan walked in, barefaced, with her hair loosely tied back and barefoot. The goal seemed clear: vulnerability. The internet, however, wasn't buying it. A viral tweet immediately captured the backlash: 83% dislike rate. That's not a podcast, that's a flopcast. This wasn't a warm, feel-good conversation. Instead, people saw through the carefully crafted performance. Critics were quick to slam it as overly rehearsed, too scripted, and lacking any real sincerity. As if the awkwardness wasn't enough, Meghan soon began reading a letter to her children. In the moment, her voice cracked, and she placed her hand over her chest, signaling an emotional moment. But here's the catch: no tears, not a single one. And that didn't go unnoticed. The internet quickly labeled it as crocodile tears. Critics accused Meghan of faking emotion for the camera, with Megyn Kelly even breaking down the moment in detail. She zoomed in on Meghan's face, pointing out what many had already noticed: no actual tears, just repeated wiping of her eyes. Was it acting, or was it genuine emotion? To most, it seemed like an attempt to manipulate the audience, to pull at their heartstrings without actually being vulnerable. This wasn't the first time Meghan faced backlash for being too perfect on a podcast. Her previous series, Archetypes, which was pitched as a deep dive into complex societal issues, also got slammed for being overly scripted. There were no surprises, no moments of raw vulnerability. Listeners quickly noticed that the entire show felt more like a polished brand-building exercise than a meaningful exploration of the themes Meghan claimed to care about. Once again, it seemed like Meghan was trying to show a side of herself that wasn't entirely real, and people noticed. But what's even more controversial than the podcast flops is Meghan's ongoing obsession with being seen as relatable. She wants to appear grounded and humble, but does she take it too far? Critics argue that her attempts to be the everywoman come off as disingenuous, especially when they seem like part of a larger branding campaign. This is where Meghan really trips up. The public's perception of her as a humble mum is becoming more and more problematic. It's not the first time she's tried to rebrand herself as relatable. We've seen her post about parenting struggles, about being a mother just like everyone else. But the problem is that it doesn't land. It comes off as forced, staged, and yes, calculated. Many critics have called Meghan out for presenting a carefully curated image of a humble, down-to-earth mom. But the reality is, it feels less like self-expression and more like an act. She posts about her children, her life, and her struggles in a way that seems designed to elicit sympathy. But it starts to feel less like authenticity and more like a PR strategy. Is she trying to convince the world she's real, or is she trying to sell us a brand? It didn't take long for one of Meghan's biggest critics, Piers Morgan, to weigh in. After her disastrous podcast appearance, Piers took to social media to torch her. He called her Netflix series, With Love Meghan, unwatchable, accusing her of turning her life into a vanity project. For him, it was clear. Everything she did, from her podcast to her series, was just another exercise in brand building. But Piers didn't stop there. He accused Meghan and Harry of being emotional con artists, manipulating the public with their vulnerability to secure brand deals and media opportunities. He painted them as constantly shifting between carefully curated personas, from Hollywood glamour to barefoot humility. For Piers, it was a story of two people playing the public for sympathy and profit. And here's the kicker. It's not just the media that's starting to turn on Meghan and Harry. Hollywood's backing away too. Insiders say that the couple's toxic public image is starting to alienate them from A-list circles. Celebrities reportedly want the real royals, William and Kate, to attend their events, not Meghan and Harry. The shift has been palpable. In the past, Meghan and Harry were seen as Hollywood's golden couple, the royalty with a touch of celebrity sparkle. But now, according to reports, they're seen as a liability. And it's not just critics and media outlets saying it. Even the Hollywood elite are reportedly distancing themselves from the Sussexes. In another cringe-worthy moment, Meghan revealed that she emails her children every night, to email addresses they don't even use yet. She described how she emails them reports of their day, pictures, and funny moments she wants them to read when they're older. What was pitched as a touching parenting moment quickly became fodder for critics. For many, this felt like just another staged moment. The idea of emailing children at a young age to preserve memories is sweet in theory. But when it's framed as a personal reveal on a high-profile podcast, it feels more like a PR move than an authentic, private tradition. And just like everything else, people saw through it. The media caught wind of it, and soon enough it became another piece of evidence in the growing case against Meghan's authenticity. Then came the hard work speech. Meghan listed all the tasks she handles on a daily basis, everything from writing Instagram captions to maintaining friendships. It was, as critics pointed out, a tone-deaf attempt to present herself as just another working mum. But here's the issue. Meghan is surrounded by assistants, PR teams, and more resources than the average person could dream of. So when she talks about the difficulty of maintaining relationships or writing Instagram posts, it doesn't sit well with people who are juggling multiple jobs just to get by. This wasn't about empathy, it was about perception. And once again, it came off as out of touch. But the real drama is happening behind closed doors. According to insiders, Prince William is reportedly ready to strip Meghan and Harry of their royal titles. The frustration from within the royal family has been building for some time, and Meghan's recent actions may have pushed the monarchy to the brink. The final straw might have been Meghan and Harry's media antics during Prince Charles's battle with illness. Sources claim that Meghan and Harry's media presence during that time was seen as insensitive, even manipulative. The royal family is allegedly losing patience, and with public sentiment turning against the Sussexes, the pressure is mounting. According to reports, William is ready to make a bold move to protect the monarchy, stripping Meghan and Harry of their titles. Meghan's attempts to rebrand herself as a vulnerable, authentic figure have triggered the opposite effect. Instead of garnering empathy, they've sparked a wave of criticism. The carefully curated moments, from fake tears to parenting stories, have made her seem more like a brand than a person. And now, it's no longer just about public opinion. It's about the future of the monarchy and the Sussexes' place in it. As William prepares to take the throne, it's clear that the monarchy's focus is shifting to self-preservation, with public opinion and royal sentiment both turning against Meghan and Harry. The question remains, how much longer can Meghan hold onto her fame, influence, and even her marriage before it all unravels? The crown's future is at stake, and Meghan Markle's next moves will be crucial, not just for her, but for the monarchy itself. So, what do you think? Is Meghan Markle being unfairly judged for trying to show vulnerability? Or is this the result of overproduced emotion in an era where digital transparency reigns supreme? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe for more updates. See you next time.